and a warm welcome to all our guests. A hearty thanks to Bhagyashri and Bharat who have rendered us a beautiful song. May we all give a rounding applause for them. Thank you, Bhagya. Thank you, Bharat. May I now request our President, Mr. Ramesh Chandra Lahoti, Mr. Senior VP M.G. Balakrishna, Sri VP Uma Reddy, and past President VP Gopal Reddy to escort Mr. Muralidhar, our past President, and Veena Muralidhar onto the stage. Welcome, sir. Muralidhar, sir, being welcomed by our President, President-elect Balakrishna, sir, and Senior Vice President-elect Uma Reddy onto the stage. Thank you. May I request our President, Mr. Ramesh Chandra Lahoti, to give his welcome speech.
Good evening, and on behalf of FKCCI family, I welcome on stage our past President, Sri Muralidhar ji, and Srimati Veena Muralidhar ji. On behalf of FKCCI, President-elect M.G. Balakrishna, Senior Vice President-elect Uma Reddy, and past presidents, managing committee members, friends and family friends of Dhuddu family, and FKCCI invitees. It's a great gesture by Sri Muralidhar ji, and we should, I was also very surprised when after one function he came to me in the office and met me. Ramesh, this is my proposal, what we can do. Then I said, I made a proposal. Yes, there's a second floor. We can name it, whatever he said. Then he took out a check and gave me, you fill up this check and you please name them as. Then the later state he said, name as Dhuddu Hall. So, on behalf of FKCCI, on behalf of the office bearers and myself, I am very much happy, delighted that spontaneously he has come up to the organization where he was the president, and which is very passionate because he is our research cell chairman also. And the dedication, what he has towards FKCCI, that I think the promptness and willingly he came. I have never asked him about this proposal, I never gave him. He immediately on his voice of the heart, he said, yes, I want to give a donation to the FKCCI, so it can be used for the FKCCI. So in this regard, we have today met here on this occasion for inauguration of the Dhuddu Hall. And the person, as a Muralidhar sir, I knew him only as a chartered accountant. But when I visited his factory in Hosur, SNAM Abrasives, you can make out what the person is. From here, I say it is not, we cannot have words. If you visit his factory, what is his vision? How a chartered accountant has become industrialist and how he has taken his firm into research, in all our branches. I think we need most hats off to him for his contribution for the industry. That is what I have seen, and always a guide and all, but more importantly, to give back, that needs a big heart, and for that I applaud him. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I request one of the past presidents to come and address on behalf for Muralidhar, sir. Yes, Talam Venkatesh, sir, is very appropriate that you say a few words on this occasion.
President Ramesh Chandra Lahoti, dignitaries on the dais, and fellow FKCCI members. It's a very happy occasion that one of our past president, and I keep on getting lion, Mr. Muralidhar has come out with a magnanimous heart. He's a tough person to get donations like that. But when it comes from voluntarily from his heart, he has done so. We don't have to talk about his qualities and other things. Everybody knows about it. But the occasion demands that he and his wife and his children are also here. They have been dynamic in their business. They have been dynamic in their activities, social activities, and other activities also. It's very nice on his part to give a substantial amount. And I'm sure this is only a beginning. We want people like him to come forward and donate for a good cause. May God bless them with more fortune and more good health and prosperity in their life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. May I request Mr. Sampath Raman, past president, to come in a few words for our Muralidhar, sir.
Tarlamji said, it's very difficult to take out anything from Murli. Totally untrue. For the right cause, he is always there. He runs a ladies' hostel where he doesn't take a pie. Everything from his pocket. And so many ladies who come to Bangalore to work, they are getting benefited. I know Murli personally. He has a large heart. I wish we have more Murlis like him. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sampath Raman, sir, for the kind words. May I now request a senior MC member to come forward and say a few words. Mr. Shankarappa, please come on stage, sir.
ಮುರಳೀಧರ್ ಅವರು ಅವರ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಟೂರ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಪೀರಿಯಡಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಭಾಳ ಒಂದು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿದ್ರಿ ನೀವು, ಚೈನಾಗೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿದ್ರು, ಮತ್ತು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿದ್ರು 3 ಡೇಸು. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನೆನೆಸ್ಕೋತೀವಿ. ಹಂಪಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸುರೇಶ್ ಅವರು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿದ್ದು ಆಸ್ಟ್ರೇಲಿಯಾಗೆ. ಮುರಳೀಧರ್ ಅವರು ಇವತ್ತು ಚೇಂಬರ್ಗೆ ಡೊನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಒಂದು ಹಾಲ್ಗೆ. ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಅವರು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಇವತ್ತು ಚೇಂಬರ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವರು ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದುಡ್ಡಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಹತ್ರನೂ, ಕೊಡೋ ಮನಸ್ಸಿರಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಮನಸ್ಸು ಮಾಡಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಚೇಂಬರ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಈ ಆಡಿಟೋರಿಯಂ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾನಂದಿ ಸುರೇಶ್ ಅವರು ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದರು. ಸುಮಾರು ಕಾಲದಿಂದ 10-12 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ನನ್ನ ಪೀರಿಯಡಲ್ಲಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಒಬ್ಬರು, ನನ್ನ ಪೀರಿಯಡಲ್ಲಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಒಬ್ಬರು. ನನ್ನ ಪೀರಿಯಡಲ್ಲಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಆಡಿಟೋರಿಯಂನ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾನಂದಿ ಸುರೇಶ್ ಅವರ ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಪಡೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಪಡೆದಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಗುರುತಿಸಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುರಳೀಧರ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯವರು ಇವತ್ತು ಏನು ಡೊನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಪತ್ ರಾಮನ್ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ದಾಗೆ, ತಲ್ಲಂ ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್ವರ್ ಹೇಳ್ದಾಗೆ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಬರಲಿ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಡೊನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿ. ಇನ್ನೂ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಇದ್ದಾವೆ ಮೇಲೆಲ್ಲನೂ. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಡೊನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋವಂಥ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಬರಲಿ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ, ಮುರಳೀಧರ್ ಅವ್ರ ಥರ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಬರಲಿ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಮುರಳೀಧರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ದಂಪತಿಯವರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾನು ಭಾಳ ಆಪ್ತರು, ಅವ್ರ ಮಗಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ. ನನ್ನ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಗಳು ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅವರ ಮಕ್ಕಳೆಲ್ಲನೂ ಅವ್ರು ಭಾಳ ಕ್ಲೋಸಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಮಗಳು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಮಗಳು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಬಾಂಧವ್ಯ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನನಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಮಾತಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುರಳೀಧರ್ ಅವ್ರ ಫ್ಯಾಮ್ಲಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನನ್ನ ಚೇಂಬರ್ನ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡುವಂಥ ಆಜ್ಞೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಏನಾದ್ರು ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಬಯಸಿ ಮುರಳೀಧರನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮ್ಲಿಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಅವರು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ದಾನ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಕೊಡಲಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಭಗವಂತನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥಿಸ್ತಾ ನನ್ನ 2 ಮಾತನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಜೈ ಹಿಂದ್, ಜೈ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ.
Thank you, Sampath. Thank you, sir, for your kind word. May I now request any past president would like to speak? Anybody who would like to say a few words? Okay. Thank you. We'll go to the next one. May I request Advait Muralidhar, son of Mr. Muralidhar, to come to address the cabinet.
Good evening, everyone. And thank you so much for being here on this very special occasion for our family and specifically for my mom and dad. I want to start by sharing a definition of what a role model is. A role model is someone who inspires others through their actions, values, and behavior. They set a positive example, demonstrating qualities such as integrity, kindness, perseverance. Role models serve as guiding figures, influencing others to strive for excellence and make positive choices in their own lives. Well, I hit the jackpot when it comes to role models because I had to look no further than home. I have been fortunate and lucky enough to be son of Mr. Muralidhar Dhuddu and Veena Muralidhar, who has been and who have been the biggest and most important role models and influence in my life. I say this because he's inspired me, my immediate family, and the extended Dhuddu family by excelling and setting an example in all avenues of life. Whether it's during his education, as he pursued MBA in one of the most prestigious and finest institutions in India, the IIM Bangalore, that too after finishing and becoming a chartered accountant. Or whether it's in business, as he established with his partners a manufacturing conglomerate, the SNAM group of companies, established more than 40 years ago, that now exports to more than 60 countries, employing more than 1,000 people, and recently passed a milestone by clocking more than 1,000 crores in revenue in a financial year. And this doesn't even include some of our other business interests, which is California Burrito. We are in the F&B space and our IT business as well. Even in his mid-60s, which is about a decade ago, he had the vigor and the energy and the drive to set up a brand new manufacturing facility outside India in Vietnam under the SNAM group. Or in social service, as he established a free hostel for underprivileged girls, and over 15 years helped more than 300 young girls with hostel facilities for no cost. Many of these girls now are working in multinational companies, settled abroad, and always have tremendous gratitude to my dad and mom. Or even in his personal life, as he silently helped many people in our family and outside our family financially or otherwise, expecting nothing in return. I always remember the values that he instilled in me, not by preaching, but by practicing. Be humble. Work hard. Don't celebrate too much when things are going good. Don't get too bogged down when things are going bad. In business, think big, aim big. All these accolades that I just shared and many more shine an immense pride to the Dhuddu surname. Today is indeed a day of great pride and joy as we gather to celebrate the opening of Dhuddu Hall, a place that will stand as a testament to the legacy of my father, Mr. Muralidhar Dhuddu. In a way, it is a symbol of his life's work, values, and the indelible mark he has left on our community. There is one extremely important person that I want to thank and highlight today. In fact, I attribute a lot of Mr. Muralidhar's success to this person. The person I'm talking about is Mrs. Veena Muralidhar Dhuddu, my beloved mother. For me, she's the example and epitome for the phrase, behind every successful man, there is a woman. She kept us grounded. She took care of the family, was always there for me and my sister, and most importantly, was there for my dad. I think of her as the foundation on which Dhuddu family was built and the foundation on which my dad was able to excel. Dad, today we celebrate you. We celebrate your dedication, your hard work, your perseverance, your vision. Dhuddu Hall is a reflection of your enduring legacy, a place where your values will continue to inspire and uplift others. We are incredibly proud of you and grateful for the path that you have paved for us. I want to end by saying, Adya, Aryan, Avika, and Anvika, you are lucky and blessed to have an amazing grandfather. Enjoy your time with him, pamper him, play with him, and ask for as many expensive gifts as possible. Thank you once again to everyone present here, friends, family, well-wishers. You have all made this occasion more meaningful and special for me, our family, my parents. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Advait, for the wonderful praise of your parents and your family. Thank you. Now may I request to our President and office bearers to felicitate our past President, Mr. Muralidhar. May I request our Muralidhar sir, past President Muralidhar sir, to address our members.
Good evening, friends. Well, I didn't expect Advait to floor me with his praise on me, which I'm not used to, and it's very embarrassing for me to hear such words. Any case, thank you, Advait, for such wonderful words. I didn't know whether you were talking about me or not because I couldn't believe it. So, so friends, I always believe that at our age, we have a lot of people who are sitting of my age, that the extra money we leave behind when we leave this world is the extra work we have done unnecessarily. So, I think at some stage we start looking back and thinking whether what we have been doing is the right thing or not. So, I think this small gesture of mine, the president and the other office bearers and the past presidents, they really blew it up, and it's out of proportion to the small gesture. You see, the last 45 years since I finished my education and started working, there are only 3 institutions which I have been associated with in a very close manner. The first one is, of course, the family, where my parents were there, then they passed away, my wife and my children. So this is the first institution with which I spent more than half of my lifetime. The second institution is the SNAM family, where really worked hard right from the day one. Now it's about 40 years, more than 40 years. And Mr. Naik, my co-founder, is sitting here. Thank you, sir, for all the encouragement and cooperation. We had a good journey and we really did well. And, being part of this India growth story, any business, according to me, if they put in effort and do the basic fundamental things properly, there is no end for their prosperity. The third organization or the institution in which I spent a lot of time is obviously the Chamber of Commerce. So my association with the Chamber goes back to more than 25 years. And I should really thank 2-3 people who introduced me to the Chamber. One is my dad, who used to speak very high about Mr. Yadalam Gangadhar Chetty, who he knew very well. And whenever he used to talk to him over phone for any work, he would come and tell me, look, Mr. Gangadhar Chetty is the president of Chamber of Commerce. It's such a great institution of the Karnataka. So I didn't know that. I was a young boy there. But later on, looking back, that had somewhere registered in my mind about this chamber. The other gentleman was Mr. Krishnamurthy, who the owner of the Geeta Mansion opposite this building, who used to also talk about this institution with high regard. And then, after I finished my IIM and I started my business, I bumped into Mr. Manohar, Dr. Manohar, who was my friend from IIM. So, he told me, Murli, ಏನಪ್ಪ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀಯಾ, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀಯಾ, ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂದು ನೀನು ಚೇಂಬರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ. ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಏನಿದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀನು ಬಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಫೀಸ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ. He pulled me and made me a member in the chamber. So, I should acknowledge that the membership I came here was because of Dr. Manohar. So, looking back and spending so much time, this institution, I thought it was only good that my association should continue even after me. So I thought I made a small gesture and had my family name as a part of the institution's legacy. So nothing more than that. Advait spoke about, humility, what I taught them. And if my father used to refer to 2 very important books or writings in our Hindu literature, one is the Vidarniti and Kautilya's Arthashastra, which basically talk about roles and responsibilities of any leader who wants to occupy any position in any public organization. It's a very good read. Youngsters who are sitting here who want to become, aspiring to become leaders, you could go back and check. It's very easy now. You just log into ChatGPT, it will give it to you. But those days, about 30 years ago, my father had one book which was written in Telugu, in Viduraniti, and Kautilya Shastra also I brought it. And he used to explain to me how humility, humble leadership concept, how, you can be still humble and you can be a good leader. It's somewhere registered in my mind and I try to practice that. So friends, I think for youngsters, this is my small tip, is that you should go back and check on this basic concepts of leadership, where you can practice leadership and be humble also. Humility, which is becoming a very, rare commodity these days, when you see the TV debates, political plays, it is becoming a very rare commodity. But so, let us be grounded. I keep telling my son, whoever I come in contact, that let us be humble. So, the other only point I want to just say and close my talk, because I don't want to keep everyone waiting, is that today the global scenario is changing dramatically. If you see in the last 10 years, the way India has grown, the Indian narrative has changed, our place in the world has changed. The people, the way they look at Indians has changed. My only question is, have we changed in the chamber? This is my own question. Even the governments have changed, but I think somewhere along the line, we have been a little slow to catch up with that. So friends, we have all the incoming officers. Bangalore is a knowledge center, and government talks about knowledge, government talks about skilling in a big way. So if going forward, the chamber has to be recognized, and if the chamber wants to regain the image to sit on the high table with the high government people, both in Delhi and Bangalore, we have to change within. That change probably will bring in with big knowledge base and trying to be in line with the changes that are taking place globally. I'm not trying to suggest anything. I'm just opening up this question for everybody who are sitting in the front benches, who are all senior past presidents of the chamber and the officers, to just think over and mull this idea and come to a decision, so that as much as we have built tremendous amount of infrastructure like this conference hall and other meeting rooms, we should also build a tremendous amount of software in terms of knowledge. So friends, that's it. Thank you very much for having come here and be a part of this small function. I should really thank Ramesh Lahoti. He told me that it would be a small gathering and it would be a small felicitation. I never thought he is going to do it in such a grand style. So he printed the invitation and distributed it. So I had no choice. Thank you, Ramesh, for this grand celebration of a simple gesture of mine. So really appreciate your planning and execution of this evening's program. Thank you very much, friends, again for you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, like earlier speakers were saying, that ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಬರಲಿ, ಮನಸ್ಸು ಬಂದಿದೆ. It's a shubh din today. One more FKCCI Don has come forward for the renovation of the third floor for his gesture. I really applaud. Spontaneously, he has come forward to give 25 lakhs for a mini conference hall, which has to be refurbished, which will be done in September of 2023 and 24, September of 2024, because I'm overjoyed by the gesture shown by none other than loved by everyone from FKCCI, members of FKCCI, and our kingmaker, Mr. S. Babu. Mr. S. Babu. Please come on stage, sir. Now I request Muralidhar sir and Veena madam and all the guests to let's go and inaugurate the Dhuddu Hall. So please join us. Then afterwards, inauguration of Dhuddu Hall. Please join everyone here. On the 4th floor, dinner is arranged. We should have the dinner and go, but let us have first inauguration of the Dhuddu Hall. Come.
ಕಡಿಮೆ